What's going on, folks? This is Coaster, and I'm gonna give you an update on the old Ford. Done some more work to it. Just got off these old shocks. Pretty sure they're the original ones. Well, I've got the shocks off. I'm gonna paint all this, which has been quite the job so far. We got the frame painted up to the cab support mount right there, and this 302's got a very good oil leak going on. I think it's coming out through the air cleaner. I mean, it's definitely pretty wet right here. I think this is the source. It's just dripping down, so I'm gonna have to not start it and spray it with some kind of degreaser and get all that crap off of it, otherwise this paint ain't gonna stick. I'll show you this side. Oh, it's the last wheel I got to paint too. It's the one I painted. I think it's nasty, but it looks pretty good. Painted all this, and got some of the axle too, what I could reach, and I put these, I believe they're Monroe shocks. This is the one that's got the two. That's the first I've been able to see in here like this. But this is, I had to paint all this. They didn't come off too hard. This one, I'll show you in case y'all ever, any of these trucks from 80 to 97 has probably got the same problem. But right here where it mounts, I'll show you the old one. It's got a bolt that's just built into it. And that one, the one on this side here, passenger side, broke. So when I bought the new shocks, it came with this bolt here. So I had to take an angle grinder and cut the bolt off flush. And then I had to drill a hole in it and slip this bolt in, put a nut on the backside, the washer and all that. Then I could slip the shock on. And you see I painted most of this, but I still gotta get up here. That's where my jack was to start with, and then I just stopped here. I can get this middle part here too, and I still have to paint and reinstall the front drive shaft, so I'll have some working full drive. It's like all the way up to here. Think about doing the inside the bumper, because I don't know if you can see it from here or not, but I painted inside of the back bumper, all this here. So I'm gonna paint all this down, and so you've got the steering linkages and all that. Get all the brackets there. Right here, this is where all that oil is, and try to get all this here too, because that's just gonna be a mess. But it's really not too bad. The frame was the worst thing on this truck. So I think I've got the other two shocks in the cab. No, I don't. They're in the toolbox, which is probably locked. It is. All right, so they're not Monroe shocks. Gabriel shocks. Let's see. Oh, there you go. Don't know which one is which. I bought these off of Rock Auto. It'll tell you. So that's one. There you go. So one's for the front, one's for the back. I can, like I said, you can look on the website and see which one is which. This one here, the front one would have that extra bolt in it, so whichever one that is. But it's the same ones I put on here back around, it was like January or February I put these on. I talked to a fella at the Ford dealership in Prince George County, Virginia, and he said that the original shocks would have been white and it would have had a sticker on it that said Fomoco on it, or Ford Motor Company. And these are, I think they just had a Gabriel sticker on, and I just peeled them off, so it just has a white sticker. And there's another thing I can show y'all. I got my new sticker finally put on. So another fine product assembled in the USA at the Norfolk Assembly Plant, Norfolk, Virginia. And I've got several of them, but I'm gonna put the other one on my F250 over there. It was also a Norfolk truck. So I think that's all I can really say for right now on it. But I've got it licensed and insured, and I've been driving it. And you know, I want to tackle some body work later, but for right now, as soon as I paint all this and put the drive shaft back on and put the shocks on, I mean, it's ready to go. The brakes are decent on it, so I'm just gonna let them go for now. One problem I am having is my tank selector valve. I think I bought it back in October of 22, it would have been. And it's giving me some problems. I can't even see it. Yeah, there it is, you barely see it. For the time being, I've got these lines here on. I've temporarily bypassed it because I'm gonna get these tanks going again. I've got way too much in them now to stop, but I've got, I think it's the front tank that I'm running. So I just got these two lines here from AutoZone, like a foot long, 12-14 inches. And I think I've got the paper in here. I do. Your part number. Gone up a little bit since I bought the same one for my F250 when I had the same problem. It's a good, it's not a long-term fix, I don't think, but it's good for short-term like I'm doing. Cleaned up in here a little bit. Haven't finished yet, but yeah, so I'm running off of one tank. It was, if y'all remember from one of my other videos, I was getting gas from one tank to the other one. You flip the tank, it would do the same thing. Yeah, I'm running the front tank. So I drained all the gas out of the back one, put it all in the front, so this one's full. And yeah, I was driving it around a week or two ago, and it did fine. So now I'm sitting here, just trying to do this. So yeah, I think that's about all I can say on it right now. Just finish painting this up. At some point, I would like to change the fluid in the front end there. I've done it and everything else, the engine, transmission, transfer case, and rear end. So that's the only thing I haven't done. And I'll definitely put another brake hose on here, because this one's pretty bad. The other one I had to replace it. I can show you that, I forgot about that. So, it's got good brakes. Can't complain about that. So yeah, hope it turns out as good as this side did. That side, I'm gonna have my work cut out for me. I gotta get all that oil off. If I'm gonna change the fluid in the rear end, or the front end rather, probably best to do it now. I sure wish this was a solid axle, but oh well. Front end's good, steers really good, nice and tight, no problems there, so I'm not gonna complain about it. Everything's in good shape. Then I can get an inspection sticker soon, and about all I can do to it. So I appreciate y'all watching, and hope I got a video of me driving it I took the other day. I might post on here too, so you can see that the thing actually runs. So appreciate it. Y'all have a good one.